Seth, at the end of Saturday, is Paul going to be your United States champion?
God, I hope not.
Not a
I
big Logan Paul fan?
I'm really not, man. I'm not gonna say he's not growing on me, but I don't think he's yeah, I don't want to see him as a US champ. I'm a Ray fan, so
Okay.
I'm going for Ray on this one.
All right, I feel you. I feel you there. I'm for it. I'm
Okay.
not a big Logan Paul guy from outside of the WWE. Of course, I knew of the name. I have kids of the age of 12 and 16, or shit, excuse me, 17 and 13 now. But anyways, I have kids that are of the age that would watch his YouTube videos. So I'm well aware. I was well aware of him, but this kid is like a fish in the water, if you ask me, man. He gets heat and it's easy. He just fits like a glove, man. He's just perfect for this world. What do you think of
Dude,
Logan? You impressed?
I will on that end. Yeah, I mean it's over the years the amount of celebrities they brought in that it was almost like an awkward, it was like
Yeah.
an awkward fit, like trying to put, this the the two unmatching parts together. But dude, Logan Paul, he gets heat. He says the right things. He looks smooth in the ring. On that end, he's great. That segment they had with Dirty Dom a couple weeks ago, or actually last week,
Yeah.
it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just two heat magnets.
Two heat magnets, and I like the symmetry of them two kind of coming together.
Yeah,
Just to hate on Ray. And
right.
honestly, I forgot that Logan Paul's first match was with The Miz against Dom and his father at the WrestleMania in Dallas.
You know what? I
I had
forgot that.
forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Really,
Well, I was there. I remembered
as
that.
was
Part.
I.
I forgot of
Yep.
that Logan got the pinfall though. That part I forgot about.
So he's
And
already beaten Rey
yeah,
Mysterio once. And say what you want about that Fugazi, whatever boxing match he had with the old MMA reject guy.
Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, he beat him. He kind of punked him. The guy showed ass a little bit, but as soon as it was over, the attention was on the
Famous.
WWE and
Yeah.
United States Championship, and that boxing match had a shitload of buzz. So I think to answer my old question, I kind of think Logan Paul is going to be our United States champion coming out of here, and I'm not
And
mad at it. I'm good with it.
and again, I understand why they would. I mean, listen, he's got like 23 million YouTube followers. He's
A little more than us.
yes, just two or three. You know, he's a mainstream name. He gets covered on all the channels. ESPN and all. He's got his own podcast. He brings eyes to the product. I get that. Ray's a Hall of Famer. I can't. So to me, I'm like, if he's gonna go in there and go over Ray, I hate to see him pin Ray twice. The first one was the tag match. The second one will be, this weekend. I kind of want to see Ray get a little, a little comeuppance on him.
Yeah,
And he sucker punched him. He sucker punched him too.
that's who he is, though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing:
Sure.
Ray's bulletproof, man.
Yeah.
Ray at this time, Ray's bulletproof. I would say he's probably on the 16th, or likely the 17th hole. On
Yeah.
his round of career golf here, he's bulletproof. He can
Yeah, he
easily
is.
get his feet
He's
back, and I
Teflon.
think. But then again, I would say I'm not certain because he does have that LWO kind of
Yeah.
feud going on here that you would think that the title's tailor-made for that fraction to split up. So I could be skewed to go the other way, but I just think the money isn't giving it to Logan.
I hear you. And I could even see a follow-up feud. If they do give it to Logan, I could see, because Logan, he's not there all the time. I could see him though, in the event, like let's say for instance, LA Knight does not go over Roman Reigns. I could see a follow-up with an LA Knight Logan Paul, for the US title to get a US title on LA Knight down the road. I could see that.
Maybe, yeah. He could be a conduit to transition the belt to another current babyface superstar. They do that all the time, and it's not a bad move whatsoever. That's a pretty big match for LA Knight. That's a lot. The megastar would be getting the rub from the real star in Logan Paul, 100%.
Talking me into this. You're talking me into this.
I don't know. I kind of just feel it. I see it, but then again, on the other hand, I can see the other way too. Let's kind of we've presented the kind of who's going to win. Let's kind of
Mhm.
talk about each guy's direction,
Okay.
past and future here. Let's start with Rey. I mentioned the LWO. Do you see a fraction coming, or is it just kind of red herrings and the LWO is what it is?
If you had asked me this a month ago, I would have said, yeah, no doubt that US title is going to split them up. But they brought Carlito in, you know. He seems, they seem to be a unified group. I could see them moving forward, feuding with Bobby Lashley and the new
I was kind of
Street
surprised
Profits.
they beat him last at
Yeah.
Fastlane.
So I mean, I could see them just doing, going 3-on-3, and you don't need a US title for that. So I could see that. I honestly don't see the LWO splitting up, like I did a month ago. Um,
Yeah.
I'm confident they would stay together at this point. What do you think?
I think the fraction comes sooner rather than later. I think you got Dragon Lee set on Raw too, and Rey Mysterio calling him the best luchador,
Mm,
current day would definitely put a hair across my Legado del Fantasma ass. So perhaps we could be seeing a little 3-on-3, maybe. Where does Zelina fly? Does
mhm.
Carlito go with Ray? Does Carlito go with the Legato guys to kind of show them the real way? Because Carlitos has a
I
past of being a heel also. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of good stuff to go on there.
And Santos, that was my favorite group. I mean, this whole LWO could just be a way of building them up on the main roster, to give them some substance before they go back on their own. I mean, they were a dominant group on SmackDown. I mean, sorry, on NXT. They could become a dominant group on SmackDown in the future too. I think the
I
future is there.
For sure. I can definitely see there be a fraction and a big, big match where they fight over the legacy of the LWO. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And obviously, Dom and Ray is not finished. I like that they can still go there. I really enjoyed their WrestleMania match. I enjoyed how they did the feud. I have enjoyed Dominic joining the Judgment Day
Yeah.
at Clash of the Castle, the way how it happened, because that
Hmm.
dude had like real go away heat, not the go
Oh
away
yeah.
heat he has now. He had like real go away
Yeah.
heat for a few
As
years.
as the babyface Dominic, that it was not it was not nothing close to the go away he's getting now. Now
Yeah.
it's doing it 'cause he's a heel that's a hated heel. Before it was because he's the annoying kid that's following around his dad. He was it's funny because I wasn't looking forward to that match, and I've spoken to people about this. When that Clash of the Castle, when that first happened, first thing I was thinking of was, oh, crud. They're gonna give us a father-son match, and I wasn't looking forward to it. But I gotta tell you, that was going into WrestleMania was my favorite match of the weekend by
Mhm.
far. You know,
Yeah. It over delivered for sure.
yeah, it
And that was a
sure did.
loaded WrestleMania.
Yeah, I
For,
I mean, their entrances were phenomenal. You
yeah,
know, I
for
mean, it was
sure.
great. And then the follow-up with that, I mean, we have another celebrity we could even throw into this whole thing too. I mean, you
Yeah.
throw in Bad Bunny with Ray.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to eventually see Bad Bunny and Logan Paul?
Hmm.
They're
For sure.
two celebrities that are like naturals at this.
And then when you want to talk LWO, you have two Latino stars on Monday Night Raw that are doing big things. Damian Priest and Dom Mysterio. They can
Yeah.
always get intertwined in that LWO.
Mhm.
LWO has a lot of upside for sure. And your new breakout star Lola Vice and her tag team partner Elektra Lopez could be inserted too. There's a lot of legs here with that LWO. So I think that we stumbled upon something there. But let's talk Logan Paul here. Let me give you a scenario. I want you to buy, sell, and trade these three opponents for Logan Paul. All right.
Buy, trade, sell. Okay.
Buy, trade, sell. You get the idea, right?
Yeah.
All
Hmm.
right. I'm going to present you Kevin Owens, LA Knight, and John Cena for after Rey Mysterio as potential opponents for Logan Paul. Buy, sell, trade.
Whew.
Or buy. Yeah, I think I said it right.
I like all three of them.
All great matchups.
They really are. I like all three of those. I mean, it's three good ideas.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
loaded.
all right. All right. Well, John Cena is John Cena's clearly the
That's the biggest
mainstream
box
match.
office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's box office. I mean, that could easily be a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
KO is going to be a street fight, a big time, hard hitting fight.
It's probably your best matchup on in ring.
Yeah, and then LA Knight's going to be your battle of the mega stars.
Could have the most best television leading into, probably.
Yeah, I mean, the promos and that will be great. And I think I kind of mentioned that before, where I mean, that could be a way of getting a U.S. title onto LA Knight in the long run. So, all right, so
buy, sell, and trade, brother. It's a hard one. I know
it is.
They're all good.
Which one am I looking to buy?
Yeah, which one are you going to buy first? We'll start there.
I mean, if I'm putting my money down, it's got to be box office. It's got to be Cena. It's got to be Cena. Right. Him and Cena.
You want the marquee and the bright lights for Logan Paul. All right. Which one are you selling? Which one are you least interested in?
And I hate to say because he's one of my favorites, but I mean, KO could be a Monday Night Raw match. I think, that could be a hard hitting Monday Night Raw match, or
it's still an A- match. There's no wrong answers here.
No,
and then you're gonna trade Nate, or I don't know, bench. I don't know, whatever. The middling one is LA Knight for you.
Yes, cool. Yeah, which is again, I mean, that could also be a marquee match for a U.S. title. So
absolutely, they're all not bad. It's a hard question, but there's no really wrong answers. But I think going with the marquee and John Cena is probably the best bet for the WWE. You present that on the billboard, you're gonna be like, wow, John Cena versus this fucking YouTube star with however million viewers and subscribers. You said a little bit more than us, but still, that's outside of this WWE bubble. That's big mainstream right there for sure.
Yeah, and they've been portraying Cena as the greatest of all time since he's come back. So
and he hasn't won a match in 2,000 days. So what are we doing? We're like, we can't. What are we doing?
So you're introducing Cena as the greatest of all time versus Logan Paul. That's got box office written all over it.
For sure. And
who knows? By the time that happens, if it happens, he might win a match or two.
For sure. All right, Seth. So I stole you from the Richie Mars universe. We dusted you off for a pay-per-view preview, and then by happenstance earlier today, you and Richie gave us the 22nd war game, the 22nd best war game. So we threw you right into the fire here on the No So channel.
Glad to be here. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, I'm sure it won't be your last one, Seth. And thank you as always for jumping in and doing this for me.
No problem. Anytime, Ryan.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, thank you.